Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. Leading him out, the number 6 overall pick back in April from Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down, New York.
Back to Taylor on first down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
North of 100 yards. The two scores, and you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. So here come the Chargers as they get set for their first drive. They'll be let out by their quarterback in his second season out of Missouri, Drew Lock. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Tanner Muse, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Lock. The tight end Cameron Brate was the target. And it's third down.
Brings up third down and 17.
From the gun, it's Lock. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
First down. First and 10 at the 22-yard.
Now first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Number 22, Derrick Henry.
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 12 carries, 55 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
On second down now, it's Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. This will be a 34-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Jonathan Taylor, the ball carrier.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue, just make sure you feed me the football? And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line, because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 26.
On 2nd and 9. Locke got his man there complete to Gallup. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he is met quickly. backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lock. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Oh, fighting off the defender. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there. And it helps them move the sticks. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Clock now on 1st down. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Tanner Muse make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start, right?
Derrick Henry. Oh! And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 36 yards on the play.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Shotgun snap to Lock. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Michael Gallup, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. Now, the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield and get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it because some of these runs now.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped it. And partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. Right? There's no doubt about it. People wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away.
Let's go, come on!
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The New York set to take the field. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. Give him 52 yards on the ground. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Brought down. Alden Smith there on the tackle. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
And the Jets.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. You're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. Then the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Tanner Muse in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
10, Jets 7.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. Fielded in the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. So here are the Chargers to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Locke working out of the gun. Under pressure, they got him again. Tanner Muse has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
18.
Operating from the gun. And that is incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a two-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. The tackle made there by Kyler Fackrell.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. Try! And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that 2nd level and 3rd, and that's what they were able to exploit.
He was taken down by
Herbert off the play action. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Trying to get it that time to Stills, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 5.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now, 4th and goal from the 2. They turn to Taylor on 4th, and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have once again taken the lead. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Jets.
Oh, this is what I love about calling these games. 4th and goal. This is all about leverage, who wants it more, and who's going to get it done at the point of attack, the line of scrimmage.
Taken in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
At their own 25.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get him
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Alton Robinson in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
Block off of play action. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's looking sharp here so far in the 3rd quarter, Charles.
It appears that the halftime gave him a little bounce. Came out, springing his legs, a little pep in his step, and he's taking off and running really well in the 3rd quarter.
Sometimes we talk about how guys don't want halftime to come, and some guys, they're happy when that break gets there.
You never know which way.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Jets will extend their lead. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
At their own 25.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
First play of the drive there is incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Alton Robinson in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Play action. It's Herbert. Oh, going for Jefferson down. He's got a man complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Justin Jefferson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him and keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4.
Looking to throw on second down. Lock. His throws to be incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And it's third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
From the gun. Lock. Man open. That's Deebo Samuel. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their
blitz coming, and down he goes.
Drew Lock, sack.
And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just...
Now Lock, he wants the football to tell, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown.
Jason Sanders for the...
And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Fielded in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Chargers ready to take over. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. On 1st and 10, here's Lock. Samuel bringing in the slam. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Lock. They set up the screen for Henry.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Lock now on first down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, LA. Deebo Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
He went all the way into the end zone. And the Jets have got it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 15. Oh, going for Jefferson. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Justin Jefferson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe there's seeking some revenge or they just don't like him. But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches. At the
operating from the gun. Lock. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Lock to throw. Now Lock, he wants the football. It's out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth
you'd
quarter.
say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On second down, it's Taylor.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
They just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Taken in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
At their own 25-yard
Back out onto the field now. Here comes the Jet defense. They did their job coming into the hostile environment, doing what needed to be done to get the W.
And that has to feel great because all during the week, that's one of the goals that they talked about. Going on the road, making that stadium their own, establishing themselves in the game. Give them credit. They got all those things done.
Yeah, both sides of the football did their job in this one. From midfield, here's Locke. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
defended by Julian Blackman.
To throw again. Locke. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Play action. Now it's Locke. They're able to locate Wilson. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Right side, Henry's got it. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
They run once more with Taylor. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Jets.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Oh, going for Jefferson down. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Today's final score, Jets.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being